and welcome back to Your In Control walkthrough. There is my play on words, and we're not going to change it anytime soon. So as we last left off, we got justice for Arish. And after we did Arish's boss battles for his old buddies, then we did a side mission for Auntie, because why not? It's been a while. And I always enjoy his videos.
Hey, I put extra security on your brother. No offense, but that dude is the scariest motherfucker I have ever laid eyes on. Like I said, though, no offense.
Darn it! Delivering that line.
I have to go.
Me too. You're not the only one who's busy, you know.
That's so,
Lost. Christ.
that's so offensive, but it was awesome the way it was delivered. Hey, what's over here? Oh, backstory. Let's see what this is all about. Okay. And da-da-da-da. Okay. Da-da-da. Night Springs. Almost sounds like Twin Peaks. Huh. Have I seen that show? No, I actually haven't.
Need something?
Only one episode of the Twin Peaks, the reboot, the soft reboot. But haven't seen the original Twin Peaks. Not that I can't do it, but I just don't have the time. Anyway, big story time.
The resonance emitted from the HRAs is purely antithetical to every variant of the Hiss signal I can arrange. But how did Darling create it?
Good question. We have a lot of questions. Alright, timeline events. Of course I'm going to read all the collectibles I can. Why not? Okay. Okay. And I noticed in my last video, there wasn't any glitches, so I think I fixed the problem of the glitchy kind of staticky that it's been happening in some of my later videos. Not my earlier videos, but I think it was the fact that I didn't have an extra device back then, so of course I could play the Pulse 3D headset and it didn't have any interference. But now that I have like about another extra device, then it's gonna mess it up and make it all staticky. It was annoying, so I'm glad I fixed it. But yeah. So I highly recommend that you get a USB extension connection. You can definitely get it from Best Buy, Walmart, or Amazon, or any of the local stores you have. It really helps if you have like a Pulse 3D headset and it won't interfere if you get it. It helps. It very much helps. I recommend it. Alright, I'm done reading. So where's this Dylan person? Ah, darn it, missed it. Okay. Yeah, that's a good question. Where did the Hiss come from? Maybe Dylan knows more. Well, that's what we're here to find out. Alright, let's check to see if there's any more collectible. Alright, Emily, what you got?
It's happening. After all these years, Dylan is here. But am I too late?
How is he? I need to know. He's clearly been affected by the Hiss, but it's different than any other manifestation we've recorded. Maybe what makes you so special is genetic. He was a prime candidate. Or maybe it's Polaris protecting him, something else affecting the situation. I need to run tests. He seems more in control, more present.
Roll credits!
I want to see him. My brother. Or is he?
Of course. Now, Marshall set up an HRA-warded cage to contain him. It's on the upper floor, up the stairs.
Okay, I need to go.
Jesse,
Jesse's girl!
be careful.
Alright, well, obviously I'm gonna talk to you, see if you know more.
Hi, Jesse.
Ow, no backstory. I feel like there should have been more, maybe more dialogue choices, but nope, nothing.
I should be going. Enjoy your data.
Oh, I will.
I bet. And you know what? Consistency. They let me wear my outfit that I changed to in the cutscenes. Alright, so now on the upper floor. So we can just fly up there. Oh. Right, we can't because of... Alright. Where are you? Where are you? Okay, upper level on the other side then?
Apparently the director restored HRA production. They're already I think you're gonna have to endure the inconvenience a little longer.
No, not there. Where did Emily say he was? Okay.
Before she left, guess I'll just keep managing inventory.
Oh, so is he in here? Now.
That's the block.
That's just a sector elevator. That's just where the jukebox is.
Good luck out there.
Is he up here? No, he's here. Isn't that annoying? I feel like...
We dissected that freak mutation we locked up. We learned so much from his
Oh. Okay, so we're here. May is upstairs. She's at upper level. Yeah, thank you. Okay, maybe he's up here.
Good to see you again.
Where am I supposed to be looking?
They're in danger of us, but this
Oh. Well, that was a miscalculation of by him on my part.
You are a worm through time. The thunderstorm distorts you. Happiness comes, white pearls, but yellow and red in the eye. Through a mirror, inverted is made right. Leave your insides by the door. Push the fingers through the surface into the way. You've always been a near you. You want this to be true. We stand around you while you dream. You can almost hear our words, but you forget. Through time, the thunderstorm distorts you. Happiness comes, white pearls, but yellow and red in the eye.
I was not expecting that.
Leave your insides by the door. the surface into the wet. You've always been here. You want this to be true. We stand while you dream. You can almost hear our words, but you forget. This happens more and more now. You give us permission and regulation. We wait in
So the hiss is clearly speaking through him.
the sound. It resonates in your house. Oh, you are a worm through time.
Shit.
The thunders hum distorts you.
That's Dylan.
That's
Can you
definitely.
hear me?
Oh, come on, Dylan. I'm here. I found you.
Surface into the wet. You've always been in here. You want this to be true.
Do you know who I am?
Oh, you know me. Say it.
You are Dylan Faden's sister.
He's talking in the third person. Always a good sign.
Do you know who you are?
Not Dylan. Trench and Darling made sure of that. I'm P6. P6. But I'm better now. The hiss made me better.
Push the fingers through the surface into the wet. You've always been the new you. You want this
Can you
to
stop
be true.
that? Please?
Not exactly the reunion I'd hoped for.
It feels good to say those words. I want to say them. They sound good. They make me feel good. Don't you want to say them too?
No. Fuck off, no. You need to help me get this thing out of his head. If he is still in there, if there is anything left, you have to help me.
You came in through the hole in you. We let you in. You've always been here. The only truth. A copy of a copy of a copy of a copy.
Stop it!
Orangefield.
Shit. Shit. He can see you. This is not safe.
We found Polaris together with my sister when we were very small, in Ordinary, in the desert, through the door opened up by the slide projector. But she didn't help when Trench took me away. She didn't give me any powers. All the powers are my own powers. She didn't help when they locked me up for years.
Is it me or?
After the song time for applause, we build you till nothing remains. The egg cracks and the truth will emerge out of you. You are home.
The Bureau brought the slide projector back here with me. And the Bureau did what the Bureau does. They used it.
Yeah.
And they found... They opened the door up to the hiss.
Ah.
It's the only thing I can thank them for.
There. There it is. We stopped the Altered World event in Ordinary when we shut down the slide projector. And now the projector's here.
An earworm is a tune you can't stop humming in a dream. Baby, 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 yeah. Just plastic. So safe. Nothing to worry about. Funny.
I welcomed the hiss. I let it in. To get rid of her. The
Her?
hiss set me free. Polaris is using you. The Bureau is using you. You are a puppet.
You can almost hear our words, but you forget.
If we shut off the slide projector, maybe that will stop the hiss.
Your regulations.
Maybe it's not too late for my brother.
You must see the truth for yourself, Jesse. Sister. The horrible truth about the Bureau. The hiss is the better option. Go to the Prime Candidate program in the containment sector. I have the keycard to get you there. Salvador wanted me to have it.
Wanted? Bullshit. I saw what the hiss did to Salvador. What it turned him into.
Okay, Dylan. I'll go. I want to see the truth for myself.
I'll go. But only to look for the slide projector. You can help me. We can end this.
You are a worm through time. You are a worm through time. The thunder's home distorts you.
Hey, is it me or Dylan is looking straight at us? It's eerie. I think he's like that jump scare. I think he's actually looking at us, like he knows we're behind the TV screen. That would be fourth wall break.
You can almost hear our words.
Like seriously, I just feel like Dylan was looking straight at us. Just the way he was angled, it looked like he was freaking looking at us, and it freaked me out. I was like, is he looking at us?
But you forget, this happens more.
I don't know what else I'm hoping to find here.
Dylan. Can we talk?
I'd like to tell you about a dream I had last night.
Oh
Off to a good
shoot.
start.
Okay. I'm listening.
Okay.
I was back in Ordinary before all of this happened. But in the dream, I was alone. It was just me. I was the only child. A girl. My name was Jesse Dylan Faden.
What?
But then the Bureau came and caught me, brought me back here, locked me up. Have you ever noticed that our names, Jesse, Dylan, they could be girls' names, boys' names, could be anything.
That's a creepy thought.
Don't you find that weird?
I find this whole conversation
I find
weird.
that weird.
Sure.
What the hell was that?
I
Is he
don't,
trying to mess with me?
or maybe he was.
You are a worm through time. The thunder's home distorts you. Happiness comes.
No, it was-
Maybe Dylan's still in there. Maybe there's a way to reach him.
I'd like to talk to my brother, please. Dylan?
Dylan would like to tell you about a dream he had just now.
another one.
This again?
I was going to be the new director of this place. I helped you get a job here so that we could be together. You were an office assistant. You'd make coffee and deliver the mail, and there was always plenty of work to do. And it stayed that way forever and ever. It was nice. Really nice.
What the
That's
frick?
debatable.
But here's the strange thing.
Yeah.
The dream shifted, and none of it was real anymore. It was a game. We were in a game.
Whoa, what,
and
what,
it
what?
was a fucking boring game. But you couldn't stop playing. And then it shifted again. Or maybe it was another dream already. Or maybe I'm just confusing them. But
Oh
in
my-
this other dream, it was more like a musical.
What?
This is an ordinary song about an ordinary girl from an ordinary town. It's the ordinary story. She
Oh.
worked an ordinary job in an ordinary office. Something. And that's all I can remember of that dream.
Maybe that's for the best.
That was freaking meta! They broke the fourth wall! Oh my gosh, they broke the fourth wall! I know what that meant!
Happiness comes, white pearls, but yellow and red in the eye.
Maybe I can learn more about the hiss from him.
Are you sure?
Can we talk?
I just had an interesting dream.
Another one?
Shit.
That's fascinating, but let's talk about the hiss for a change, yeah?
This dream was about the hiss.
Best I'm gonna get.
In my dream, the hiss had broken free of this prison, this house. I'd set it free. And the president himself was there to welcome us.
Okay.
He was the first one to take the hiss in. Spread the word. At first, many people thought it was horrifying. That he was horrifying. But also, many people who heard his words wanted to welcome the hiss in. And slowly, more and more of them came around until the whole world was brought together by the hiss. It was wonderful.
Okay. Thanks for sharing that.
For the record, that will never happen. Not as long as I'm alive.
Yep.
Who distorts you.
I'm
Maybe
sorry.
I'm just here to punish myself.
Any new dreams you'd like to share, Dylan?
I'm glad you asked, sister. This dream, like all dreams now, felt very real. Like reality. And reality now feels like a dream. Maybe it's all a dream. Maybe it's all real.
Dream where my brother endlessly tells me about his dreams.
Yep.
I was in a dark place, and there was a dark man there. His name was Mr. Door.
What?
And he told me that there are many worlds, side by side, on top of each other, some inside of others. In one world, there was a writer who wrote a story about a cop. In another world, the cop was real. Door said he himself was in all of them at the same time,
Wait a minute.
endlessly shifting between them. I asked him how I could reach these worlds. I wanted to bring the hiss there. But he didn't want to help me. He didn't like the idea. What did he know?
Not wild about the idea myself.
Through time, the thunderstorm distorts you. Happiness
Did he just
comes
acknowledge Max Payne and Alan Wake?
through a mirror.
Alan Wake is clearly the writer, as I already am very familiar with. The cop is definitely Max Payne.
You've always been a mirror. You
Just-
want this to be true.
Here we go again.
Yep.
Once more with feeling.
Let me guess. You want to tell me about your dream?
Yes. Yes. In fact, I'm having a dream right now.
Okay.
Oh. That's new.
That is new.
In this dream, I'm standing in the corner watching Jesse and Dylan talk about this very dream. This very dream! He said just now! And repeated it again now!
What?
I'm standing there and watching, and that's all I can do. It's as if I'm trapped there.
That's new.
And that's all I have to say about that dream.
Okay, okay.
Meta?
That's good.
Oh, okay, that
Is
was...
he still in there? Or is
No.
this the hiss playing mind games?
Happiness comes, white pearls, but yellow.
I don't know.
Through a mirror, the inverted is made right. Leave your inside by the door. Push the fingers through the
That-
space into the way. You've always been a mirror. You want this to be true. We stand around you while you dream. You can almost hear our words, but you forget. This happens more and more now. You give us permission and regulation. We wait in silence. Hardly describes you.
That actually surprised me.
I heard that he voluntarily entered captivity. That's what Pope said anyway.
Wow. That was
Good to have
different.
you back. Man, I never thought I'd be working in the executive sector. Look at me now, Ma.
Yeah, need a sense of normalcy after talking to Dylan.
I have to go.
Me too. You're not the only one who's busy, you know.
Give him a spinoff.
We're gonna get through this.
Okay, so Dylan is way too Can I just say Dylan is just way, way meta. He broke the fourth wall like several times. You guys know it. If you played Alan Wake and Max Payne, you definitely know what he's talking about, and that he keeps the knowledge in us about the script writing and how he saw that he knows he was in a video game. Don't you love when they acknowledge it? Anyway, if I talk about the fourth wall break that Dylan did, we'd be here all day, so let's just move on for now.
How are you doing, Jesse? It can't be easy seeing Dylan like this.
I'm fine.
Are you?
What can you tell me? Is he still human? Or is he his?
He's still
I've taken
human-ish.
numerous tissue samples and have tests running as we speak, but from the initial data, he looks healthy. I only see corruption in a superficial way.
What does that mean?
I don't know. This is all new. But if he's like you, maybe Polaris is preventing total Hiss takeover. Or maybe this is just a new form of Hiss. We've already seen how it affects people in different ways.
Dylan told me he let the Hiss in. Does that change anything?
Voluntary conversion. I mean, hypothetically, that could affect the mental state post-corruption, as well as the extent of biological alteration. But again, this is new territory for me. I'll need time.
You won't have it. I'm gonna shut down the slide projector. That's how the Hiss are getting in. Once I close it, this should all be over.
Yeah.
Jesse, we don't know how this works. If you sever their connection to the source, it could cause a terminal chain reaction. Every Hiss-corrupted individual dead.
Oh!
Better that than what Dylan is now. I'm shutting it down. This has to end. Whatever happens, happens.
Wow, that's just kind of callous.
Okay, just let me know how I can help.
Thank you, Emily.
Well, you are technically the director, so you can make all the calls, and that's gonna... Emily has a good point. You could kill a lot of people.
Bring me back anything good?
Well, backstory time.
I've been seeing these Darling presentations all over. Seems like he enjoys the limelight.
So you noticed, huh? When he recruited me out of college, he actually came to visit. He interrupted my physics course by shouting, not quite, Professor, and then marching down to the front of the class where he proceeded to berate the very idea of laws of thermodynamics. Hey, he's been a showboat all his life.
That sounds about right.
Darling visited you in college?
Yeah, he read a paper I'd published, came to recruit me for the Bureau. I accepted and then spent years waiting for access to the confidential research that Darling promised me. And whenever I ask about my access level, he just mumbles that it's temporarily postponed and then changes the subject to the effect of entropy on luck.
I wonder who else Darling hid his work from. Marshall?
Definitely.
Trench?
Yeah. Yeah. Good question. Alright, more backstory time.
Have you learned anything about Dylan's condition?
Only that he's definitely Hiss, but I guess his chanting made that pretty obvious. You know, interestingly, the words of the Hiss incantation have an average length of 4 letters. The most common word used 7 times is want.
Yeah.
The next most common are through and time. That's very interesting, don't you think?
I don't care about the words. What about my brother?
Right. Sorry, I got a little off track. Well, strangely, his tissue samples all look healthy, unlike the other Hiss I've tested.
That's good news. Right?
Yeah, it's like he's not 100% his, but he's 50% his. And he's still 50% himself because of Polaris. Polaris? Hope I pronounced it right. Doesn't matter. Anyway.
I wanted to talk to you about the crazy things I can do. My abilities. I get the sense that they're not very usual around here.
Well, usual and unusual aren't really benchmarks at the Bureau, but For some perspective, Director Northmore once used the floppy disk to send a bowling ball 6 yards through the air, and that was considered a huge deal. So compared to that, you are most certainly an outlier.
An outlier.
Outlier?
I like the sound of that.
Yeah, it sounds boss.
I should get going.
Don't let me hold you up.
Well, that's something. Alright. Just because of all the meta stuff that happened with Dylan and what just happened, perfect place to stop here because a lot actually happened in the span of 20 minutes. There is going to be more control. Probably in several minutes, or I don't know. Well, we'll get there.